Hey guys, welcome to the fifth and final video for this week. I really hope that you guys have been enjoying the past 4 videos that we've done and that they've been helping you and motivating you in achieving your health and wellness goals. In this video, as you may see, I'm solo. Fadi's not here with me. This video is more about concluding everything that we talked about during the week, as well as expanding on a few things that we discussed and just diving a little bit deeper.
The first point being loving yourself. So if you remember back to that first video, we talked a lot about getting started and about how the most important thing that you can do is love yourself and appreciate where you're at in this present moment, even if it's not the place that you want to be or a place that you love being. I truly believe that putting yourself in this positive mind frame will set you up for success with your fitness goals and will help you make positive, conscious decisions to give your body and your mind everything that they need to be happy and healthy. Now this can be tough. A lot of times it's hard to overcome those bad feelings, to overcome the feelings of I should be here, I should have progressed, I should be farther. I like to use those feelings to motivate myself to not go back to that state and just keep pushing forward, keep fighting. Even if you stop, even if you fail, don't just stop and stay stagnant. Keep pushing, keep going, keep moving forward in your fitness journey. This is not a sprint, it's something that's a marathon. You're gonna have highs, you're gonna have lows. So remember to love yourself all the way through it. We are people of value and we do have great things about us that should be valued and should be appreciated. I would like to encourage you guys to make conscious decisions every single day to push towards your goals, to stay on track. It's really tough, not only about the first week to 2 weeks of starting a new regime. So if, let's say for example, you're looking to lose weight, oftentimes the first 1 to 2 weeks are the most difficult as we're addicted to sugar, we have a lot of other things going on, and it's hard. You know, those feelings of hunger will eventually dissipate. But it's been shown that in the first 2 weeks it's difficult because a lot of times when we're used to overeating, we have this hormone called leptin that signals our hunger, that signals our satiety, and a lot of times we have an insensitivity to this hormone, and that is what results in when we're starting a new diet or when we're trying to get our eating under control. It's issues with that signal that have us still feeling hungry, even though we ate enough food, even though we ate enough calories. So, for example, if you went on low carb, I've had some clients go on low carb, and even myself, in those first 2 weeks, you still feel like you're missing a meal. You still feel like you haven't eaten. Even if you ate a ton of food and your belly feels full, you still feel like something's missing. And a lot of times it's associated with an insensitivity to this hormone, and it most of the time is able to self-regulate in about a week to 2 weeks of eating mindfully and controlling your portion. Oftentimes our issues with food and the way that we're eating are more psychological. A lot of times we think of it as, oh, well, I'm addicted to sugar, I'm addicted to this, I'm addicted to that, and all of those things are true. But a lot of the times our issues with food are more psychological. We have a negative relationship with our food. And so that's why loving yourself and looking at these issues that you're having non-judgmentally and in a way that allows you to identify why you're eating in the moment, how you're feeling about what you're eating, or how you're feeling when you're eating those foods that you know you shouldn't be eating. So oftentimes identifying that and looking at that in a loving way, knowing that you love yourself and appreciate yourself, can be helpful at helping to self-regulate, helping to self-monitor, and kind of nip those things in the bud before they start. Now, that's not to say that foods aren't addicting. We know, and it's been scientifically shown, that a lot of our foods that we eat are wildly addicting. Sugar's addicting. We're fat hungry. A lot of times we live in a society where we're surrounded by these foods, and they're oftentimes hard to avoid, whether that's socially or whether that's just from the choices that we have at the grocery store. So be mindful of that and give yourself a week or 2 weeks to kind of abandon those addictions. One study had shown that using specific diets, such as, let's say, like the ketogenic diet, does help curb those cravings. Now, that's not to say the ketogenic diet is for everyone. We're going to get into this in our talks next week about setting our goals and our food goals and just different types of eating and which diet is right for you. So check that out next week. But the next thing that I wanted to mention that we talked about in videos 2 and 3 a bit, we touched on that with Fadi, is this whole idea of cross-training, this whole idea of adding multiple and different exercises into your daily routine, into your weekly exercise routine. So you want to choose a mode of exercise that focuses on training styles that will help you increase your overall muscle quality, and then add in activities that you enjoy and that are meaningful to you. So make sure that you combine those styles of exercise that are going to improve the overall muscle quality, thus increasing your body's demand for energy, and then adding in the activities that you enjoy to kind of help you keep going, right? Keep yourself motivated. And lastly, guys, I want to encourage you guys to just make it happen. Oftentimes when people are approaching their goals, they talk a lot about wanting to start, about the things that they want to do. It might not be the perfect time, it might not be the perfect moment, it might not be the right season. Just start. Just start doing something. I can't stress enough the importance of your why when you're starting. Your goal should be something so personal to you, should be something that motivates you, that you would do anything to achieve that goal. And you know, you're not always going to be 100% strong. It's not always going to go smoothly. It's not always going to go the way that you want. But having a strong why and having the mental fortitude, and this is where the mindset stuff comes in, having that mental fortitude encourages you to keep coming back to it. You know, you may fall, but you keep coming back to it. You gotta have that strong why. Why are you doing this? What do you want to accomplish out of this? Is it for you? Is it for your kids? Is it for your family? It's also important to remember that anything in life that's really worthwhile takes a tremendous amount of time and a tremendous amount of work to both master and to attain. All right? So do it for yourself and enjoy all of the small victories that you have along the way, even the seemingly small ones. So like, if you weren't able to do push-ups before, now you can do push-ups. Claim that victory. If you couldn't climb a set of stairs before, now you're climbing them, you're running up them. Claim that victory. If you lost half a pound, or if you lost a pound, or even if you lost nothing at all, but you look in the mirror and you start to see changes, claim those victories. This is all a big part of loving yourself and appreciating where you're at and how far you've come. Guys, I just want to finish it off by saying thank you so much to everyone who's been watching these videos. I've been loving the engagement, and it just encourages me to do more for you guys and to create more videos like this. And I've always wanted to do more interview videos, so we're definitely gonna be getting into that. But thank you so much. I've gotten so many messages and so many questions, and I've really been enjoying everybody's kind words and motivation and encouragement. And thank you all. I really appreciate it. Have a great weekend, guys, and we'll see you next week with some more videos.